Hi guys, welcome back to Vick's Crafts. This is going to be my project for this week's for Wild Orchid Crafts design team. So I'm not so well, so I'm just gonna get going. So I've picked up this box that I want to put a photograph in, and it's a lovely box that I got from the works. It's got stuff in it because I've just put bits in that I might want to use, so I'll just take them out. I like to put the things in that I'm going to use or have an idea of using inside, usually inside things, inside the project that I'm doing, except for the flowers obviously. So some of these are Wild Orchid Crafts and some of them are my own embellishments. We just get them out the way. Put them down here for now. Yeah, so it's like a keepsake box, if you will, and I'm going to use one of my wedding photographs to put into that part there. So actually, talking about that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all that out, which is glass. Take that out so I can give this a painting. I'm not bothered about painting over these parts because the idea of this project this week is something I've never done. Is I'm going to do everything either in white or ivory or both. So everything's going to be that colour, and there's going to be no colours in it because my picture's black and white. So I want it to stay neutrals. My wedding, sorry, it was all lilacs and it was lilac and ivory. So I thought the ivories and whites really, would set my photograph off to a T. So instead of going with gesso like I normally do, I'm just going to use a pearl acrylic paint, and it's a white paint but it's pearlized. And like I said, I'm going to do the inside and the out. So I'm going to put that in there, which looks like a lot, and it probably was a bit too much, but then again I'm going to use it for the whole thing. So it's going to need 2 coats as well. And I know I probably could have done this beforehand, but because you've all seen somebody paint something before, but I like to do my projects from start to finish, so most of the time. And this isn't going to be a long project. Like I said, I'm not sure what I want to put on it, so I just got a bit of the flowers that I like and the embellishments that I like. So as not to bore you to tears, I was going to tell you that part of my wedding was pearls, because my dress had a lot of pearls on it and rhinestones. It was beautiful. So part of this that's why I got pearls out. Part of this will probably have pearls on it, and then the flowers. And the flowers I had were lilac and ivory roses. So, but they were silk, so I kept them. I liked the idea of being able to keep them. This isn't covering pure white because it's pearlized, so it's going to give like a whitewash, which is what I wanted. I didn't want it to be pure white. I'm just gonna close that for a second, just so I can get this part done. Yes, I love this little box. I did mention I got it from the works, didn't I? I did do a haul actually from the works, and they've just started doing this particular one, so I thought it'd be nice to do one of these as a project for Wild Orchid Crafts, because it lends itself lovely to, a photograph and some flowers and all the lovely things that Wild Orchid Crafts do. and it's not a difficult project. If you've got a box, your hardest job when you're doing a box is figuring out what goodies you want to use to put on it. That's the hardest bit. This isn't hard. Any crafter can do what I'm doing here. It's not a difficult process. You're just painting the box of your choice, and like I said, the biggest job is working out what you want to put on it, because you've got so many goodies. Us crafters have always got goodies in, and if you shop at Wild Orchid Crafts, you'll have plenty of beautiful flowers, or your favourite flowers at the very least. So I'm nearly finished. Like I said, it's a white wash. It's not going to be pure white, because I didn't want that, because my wedding wasn't pure white, it was ivory, and I wanted a pearlized finish. Right, so I'm happy with that. I'm just going to give it a quick zap with the heat gun. I'll continue with that in a second. I had a thought just to plug my my glue gun in, so it's ready. Sorry about that. That's given me exactly what I wanted. It's given me, you can paint it white, but I didn't want that. It's given me the wooden look with a pearl finish, which is what I wanted. So that has given me exactly what I wanted. So now I'm just going to sand this little bit here, because I want to, it's got a bit sticking up. I want to make it perfect. And I also want to now go across with some gold wax on the edges, and I didn't want to get a splinter in my fingers. Yeah, so I'm going to use the PBO Gilder's wax, and this one, I don't know what it's called. I think it's there's only two types of gold, and this is the more antique gold. Hang on a second. It's that kind of gold. It's beautiful, and it just gives that luster. And the reason why I like the PBR ones is because they are actually have got metal in them. It is I'm under good authority that it actually has got a liquid, it is got liquid metal in it. That is how it's made. So it's just the finish of it is beautiful. I love this, and I love some treasure gold as well. But I've started using another gilder's paste. It's not as fluid as this. This is more fluid. This is more, it's very soft in comparison to other waxes that are more like a shoe polish type of thing. The other one I've started working with, the gilder's paste, that's more of a wax. This is like, it is like a paste, and this is going to give me the like an antique-y finish that I want as well. This gives a beautiful finish. I've actually used this on a couple of projects before for Wild Orchid Crafts. If you can see that, hang on a second. The lighting is terrible in here today. I'm so sorry. But it is, take my word for it, it's beautiful. And also when it's dry, which takes a few minutes, well, a few seconds, it can be buffed up as well. I love bringing it in from the edges, like you would, you know, like your distress inks. I love doing that with it. And it really, really, you need a tiny amount on your finger. It goes such a long way. You don't have to use your finger. I like to get in there and, you know, but you don't have to. You can use a cloth, or a, you know, soft cloth, or a rag even. But you don't want to dip your rag in because it's very soft. It's like if you haven't used it before, it's like a thick paint consistency. That's what it's like. It's not a wax as such. It's called wax, gilding wax, but it's not a wax as such. I think I've got, no, I'm gonna say I think I've got all the bits, but I haven't. I've missed this bit here. And yeah, I'm just like swiping it basically where I want it. That's it. Told you this was going to be a quick job. The majority of the work, like I said, is picking out what you want to put on your project. So I'm happy with that. I'm just going to quickly give it a zap so then I can polish it up. That's done. So now I'm just going to get kitchen towel and just buff it up a bit. I could do with a small duster, you know, house duster. I could do with one of them actually, because this is getting everywhere. It always does. There's not like getting mucky when you're doing crafting, is it? A lot of crafters like to get inky and messy. I'm one of them. Right, so what I was going to do now is I'm actually going to put the photograph in place, because if I don't, and I end up putting flowers over our faces, I'm not going to be happy if I do the flowers, if I do the photograph last. So I'm going to put the photograph in now, and then it's done. Beautiful photo. So I've already cut it to size, and the best way to cut your things to size is to use a template of the thing that came out, or the backing or the piece of glass. Use it as a template. So that's going to go there. Hang on a second, let me just check that this is clean. Got no finger marks or dust on it. That looks fine. The thing I like about this as well with this setup is you can change the photograph at any time if you want. You know, you can put a different wedding photograph in there, if that's, you know, if you've got a wedding, if it's a wedding photograph that you're putting in. And remember that it's going to be coming this way, so you need to put it in upside down, and then it'll be facing up the right way when you turn it. I'm just going to check that the it's where I want it. Ooh. Just close these off so it doesn't go anywhere. And there you go. Oh, beautiful. You can actually see that gold now. Yeah, it looks really nice. So it looks good like that, but then it wouldn't be a Wild Orchid Crafts project then, would it? So let's get going on that. I wanted to hang on a second, I'll just move this water out of the way, because knowing my luck, I'll kick it over or do something with it. I wanted to use some lilies because these are pure white, so I've curled up the stems on them like I do. So I think I'm going to start with that lily there. Not lily, orchids. I was going to put lilies on here. I'm not sure if I'm doing that yet, but I meant orchids. Lilies. I've got lilies on the brain. I was wondering about one of my handmade flowers, but I think that might be a bit too big. Yeah, it's a bit too big for this box. Hang on a second. Yeah, that's better. I was just wondering, because I don't want the glare off the... That's better. I don't want too much glare off the lights. Yeah, on the, you know, on the glass. I knew I'd got some lilies out. I did get some lilies out. So I've done another orchid. I thought, you know, two of them like that. Yeah. That's what I said. This is a very, very easy project to do. Especially if you know what you're putting in there. It's like I said, the majority of the work, or majority of the time taken up doing it, is picking out what you want to put on it. Now I thought of a nice lace to go around here, so I've picked up a couple of laces from my Wild Orchid Craft stash. One of them is this, I think it's the Venice one, which is that. It's beautiful. Or this one, and I love this one because it feels like ribbon. It's like a braided. It's gorgeous. I'm just thinking what's going to look better. Let me get these lilies out of the way a second. Now that does look nice at the base there. Yeah, I'm going to use this. Let me just double check. Well, hang on a minute. What if I do that there, and then that one? No, that'd be too much. Yeah, I'm going to go with this one, like I thought. So I'm going to start there. Yeah, this is a beautiful, substantial lace. It's only I think it's an inch wide. Yeah, I think it's 25mm wide, and it's just wide enough. It's gorgeous. It's not overstated. it's just perfect for this box actually, because that's what I wanted. Nothing overstated. I didn't want something, you know, brash. And these, anything from Wild Orchid Crafts, none of it you can accuse of being brash, because it's always elegant looking, and that's what I like about using their products. And that's why I've used them for years anyway, before I became a designer for them, because it's just elegant. The flowers are elegant, the colours that they choose to sell are elegant. There's nothing brash about it. So you always, like I said before, I've stated this constantly, you always come out with a good project when you're using their products. You can't go wrong. This is going to be such a beautiful project. This is going in my lounge near our wedding photographs. It's just perfect. This box, this kind of box would be great for you know, to do as a project for a baby's birth. It would be, you could do a project with even a graduation. You could put your child's graduation picture in there, like a birth, like I said, or a baptism, you know, christening, bar mitzvah, oh, all sorts of different reasons why you could use a box like this and make a good project with your flowers. Where's my scissors gone? Where's my scissors? There we go. That didn't take long. Just do this last little bit here. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Look at that, all the way around. It's stunning. Yeah, it's a nice thingy to that. Nice, you know, base to go on. I might actually put some of the pearl, flatback pearl I took out. Oh wow. These holes here in the Viennese lace are perfect for this flatback pearl. It was like they was made for each other. Do you know something? That's gorgeous. I'm just going to see if I've got enough, because I have got some in my stash from Wild Orchid Crafts. I'm just seeing if I've got enough out for this job. No. Oh yeah, I have. I knew I'd taken 2 packs out. Yeah, that's enough. I took 2 packets out, and I thought I didn't have the other one there, but I have. My mistake. So I'm actually going to put this on, because it really stands out beautifully. So let's hope my glue gun holds up, because it's been playing me up lately. Well, it's not playing me up as such. It's a brilliant glue gun. It's more the glue sticks that are playing me up rather than the actual glue gun. It's not the glue gun's fault really. It's the actual glue sticks. Some are fitting it and some aren't. This seems to be doing all right though. It's not too bad. Oh, doesn't that look gorgeous? Look at that. That is beautiful. Do you know something? I'm not sure whether to turn this daylight bulb off. Can you see better like that? It is a bit dark, isn't it? But you can see it better for some reason. I'm sorry about this. This light in here is terrible. I'm going to have to sort something out. because the daylight light that I've got, the hot light, it seems to make it too bright and you can't see it properly. That's gorgeous, but it's a bit too dark for me. I can't work in this light. Maybe if I turn it, oh, that's better if I turn it away a bit. It's better for the camera, but it's not better for me. I can't see what I'm doing, I'm afraid. So I've got to turn it back round so I can see what I'm doing. I think it's a good idea if I can see what I'm doing, considering I'm the one doing the designing. Oh, that looks gorgeous. If in doubt, get your pearls out. They do a lovely range of pearl trims to Wild Orchid Crafts. This is just one of them, and they come in white and ivory. So you have this flatback pearl trim. You also have this one, and you also have the pearl string, and you also have the this one, which I use quite a lot in my projects. That is beautiful, that one. I was going to use that on the top of this. I might do yet. I thought I'd stuck this side down, but I haven't. I have now. Yes, it's beautiful. It really has set this. I mean, this Viennese. Let me just measure that. Lace was beautiful anyway, but with this on top, it just really sets it off perfectly. It's so elegant looking now. Like I said, it was already beautiful, which is why I chose it. But the elegance of this now, it's just set the box off again. It's took it to a higher standing now, even more so. It's even more beautiful than when I started. Beautiful. Yeah, that is absolutely gorgeous. It's stunning. Look at that. That's perfect. Right, so I finished with that. Oh, something fell on the floor. Hang on a second. I'll pick them up because I might need them. They're my ivory azaleas that I got out from Wild Orchid Crafts, because I got these out for this. So I think I better pick them up because they're going in this box. These are beautiful flowers, these. They're gorgeous, aren't they? Yeah, they remind me of carnations, and then these pearl stamens are in there already as well, and they're like a silk and then a tulle mixture. Absolutely beautiful. Really look good, especially on something like this. So I'm going to use 3 of them, and I'm going to use them. I'm going to use 3 of them, or 2 here and 1 there. I have not decided, so I'm going to put one where I want it to go, like so. I'm going to put a new a new glue stick in as well. Believe it or not, this box is nearly finished. It's not going to take very long to make it look beautiful, because as far as I'm concerned it looks beautiful already. Just putting that lace on made it look gorgeous. Yeah, I am going to put three of them along here. Oh yes, definitely. Put these away. I looked at these cute little flowers here, and they are the white fabric blossom flowers. And I thought a couple of these would look nice as well, because they're just tiny enough. They are tiny, and they're tiny enough to go on this project without overpowering it. So I'm going to tuck one under there. Yeah. So a lot of the flowers on this, not all of them, but a lot of the flowers on this project will be fabric ones this time, rather than the mulberry paper ones, which is unusual for me, because I do use the mulberry paper ones rather than the fabric. But this project seems to just lend itself to the fabric ones more so. I think it's because they're more floaty to me, and they're more wedding-y, if that's a word. It is now. I've just used it. So I'm going to put one under here as well. So on both sides it's going to have one of these sticking out from here. It's a shame actually I didn't put some GYPSOPHILIA there. I could fit some stamen in though. Oh, I'll tell you what I did earlier on. I took apart one of the GYPSOPHILIA and I twirled the stems, which is what I've done with a few flowers before. No, that doesn't look right now. No, I'm not going to use them. I'll tell you what I have got though. I've got the other GYPSOPHILIA, the ones that come in the white bunches. So I might just try a couple of these. So if you do them in odd numbers, like I've said before, but if you do this like staggered, so that one's the longest, then that one's the next one down, and that one's the shortest, and then you tie one of the stems around all three of them, spread them out like that, and then cut off the majority of the wire, and then you've got that kind of scenario. If you put your glue on the end of here, then you can stick it in underneath to secure it. Like so. Just gonna get my tweezers in there. And what I am going to do is I'm just going to glue down this one little flower here, just so I can secure it to the lid and get these glue strands out the way as well. So that's how that now looks. Looks perfect like that. I'm not going to do it the other way. I just want it to come around here. So I got some of the white trellis roses out as well, because I love these. They're beautiful. And you don't always have to clip the wires off. Like I said, you can use them to twirl around things, but at this particular moment I don't want these with the wires on. But I'm not sure where I was going to put them, because I want to leave that like that. Maybe yeah, maybe 3 of them, and I've actually have one on the glass itself, which I've done that before with projects. Three trellis roses. Does that look nice? See, to me that looks, see, with your composition you really want opposites, so when I put that there, it looks like then there should be something here and it looks too much. Or maybe I should put one there and one there. No, I don't like that either. Maybe I should leave the... Oh, tell you what, I know when something looks good, and that looks good there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the glue just on that one side of that trellis rose. And that's actually going to go on the glass underneath. Well, it's not actually sticking to the glass. It's lying on the glass, but it's sticking to these azaleas. Was they the azaleas? Yeah. No, they weren't. They were the... Yeah, they were. They were the azaleas. Oh, now that looks nice. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Okay. So this is my own bling that I wasn't sure whether I was going to use. And I don't think I am. No, I don't think I am. I don't think there's much more I actually want to do to this, because I don't want to overdo it. Now it's got pearls on it. I like these asters. I've had these years, and I had whites and the ivory ones, so I might use some asters on this because they're small and they're lovely filler flowers. So maybe one there. Yeah, maybe one in there. So I'm going to put one in here. Not for any other reason, but just to as a filler. And they're just sitting there lovely. That just sits in there beautifully. And maybe one here. This corner is absolutely stunning. I mean, the whole thing's beautiful, but that corner is beautiful. It really sets the box off. Because I didn't really want to put anything other than these orchids here, because they just set this corner off, and when it's a couple, they just look like the couple. They represent the couple, so I don't really want to put anything else there. Other than, I don't even want any leaves there. You can sometimes overdo something, and I don't want to overdo this. And it's just, that's what I'm like. I don't like overdoing things. Maybe that key. I got a key out to see if I liked that idea. Yeah, I do like that idea, but now it's getting into my into my E6000 again. I hate this because I can never get in it. You will find when you put things together that hot glue doesn't work on metal. It does for the you know, for a few seconds, but it soon, whatever you've put down soon comes away again, I'm afraid. The only good thing about this is the E6000 is for metal. It glues down metal brilliantly. So I'm going to actually cover it up, or try to. I can't even get the lid on it anymore. It's terrible. It's really bad. I've got to sort that out. Oh, that looks gorgeous. Hang on a second. Where's my pokey tool? There. I just want to scoop out that bit of glue that's seeping out. Don't want glue sticking out of a beautiful project like this and ruining it. You've got to be really careful with glue strands and glue seeping out of areas, because it makes the project look bad, and it might have been a really gorgeous project up to that stage. So that's one thing you don't want, is bits of glue sticking out. That looks beautiful, if I say so myself. It sounds like I'm can't help it though with this kind of project, because no matter what you put on it from Wild Orchid Crafts, it's gonna turn out gorgeous. I think that's actually it, you know. I don't want to overdo things. I think that's absolutely perfect. Right, let me make sure I've got all the glue strands off. Yeah, I think that's it, guys. I think that's just beautiful as it is. Oh, hang on a second. I just want to see what I got my angels out. I put them on nearly everything. I just want to see what one of them look like. Oops. Don't drop it. No, I really feel like this is it. So that's where I'm going to stay. I'm going to stay with it like this. Okay, guys, I hope you like it. I'll put some photographs on Facebook as well. And yeah, I'm really pleased with it. How can you tell? I'm really pleased with it. So thanks for popping in. I hope you like this full tutorial and try something similar yourself. Bye for now.